Welcome to the Plum Tree. Sit back and enjoy the show. Over to Emily, our wonderful sound coordinator.
This is a beautiful piece of music. I know that it is really This is a beautiful piece of music. I know that. It's really beautiful. In fact, it's too beautiful. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I hate it.
Eugen, what is the matter? What is wrong with you?
I don't feel so well. I feel like I'm going to be sick. Ask him to stop. Ask him to stop playing it.
Oh, run to the bathroom, why don't you? Michelle, darling, would you mind stopping playing now? Thank you, dear. Would you? Michelle, you two have played long enough. I think it's best if you went home now.
Eugen, would you wait outside for a moment?
Oh, it's all right, dear.
They have cartoons in the waiting room. I can't see immediately what is wrong with him. If you're concerned, then we should probably refer him to a specialist. Has he often been like this?
Oh, yes. He takes to his bed sometimes for weeks on end.
He is a sickly child.
Oh, I suppose you could say so. He complains of his heart beating like a drum, of his blood racing, of things becoming too much for him. It can be all sorts of things like that make him unwell.
What did the doctor say, Mummy?
He said you'll be fine. You will be just fine.
One day, Mutti, I will do something really good, something really brilliant.
I'm sure you will. I don't doubt it for 1 second.
I've listened to the doctors, but I will prescribe my own medicine. I've decided I am a conqueror.
Oh, really? Should I call you William?
Yes, why not? So I make a promise to myself and you can be my witness. I would conquer my feelings. I would conquer me. Nothing, no illness would stop me. Nothing would ever stop me.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
And I shall be called Bert from now on.
But we need a decision from you.
It is 1927. Bert is a young man. We are inside the theatre am Schifferdam. There are sounds of banging and construction, piano, singing, and shouting.
You can call me Herr Brecht.
Really?
I cannot work with this man.
Can you ask him to leave?
He is the most frustrating person I have ever come across.
So we need the horse. The horse!
My kingdom for a horse?
The horse is an important part of the stage, and without the horse, then there will be no show.
What is happening?
That's it. I've had it. You can find yourself a new lead actor.
He is leaving, Herr Brecht. Your lead actor is leaving.
He's leaving?
He is leaving because he cannot work with you any longer.
Oh, then fetch him back.
We will open in 3 hours.
3 hours till the whole of Berlin laughs at us.
But it is a comedy.
They'll be laughing at us either way.
It will be just what Berlin needs. It is what Germany needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the house is open.
Smoking in the gallery and watching the good people below. Tonight is like no other night. Some of them have their arms folded. They are so suspicious of what they are seeing. We replace the bourgeois living rooms of the old theatre with a seething pit of vipers, with pirates and cutthroats. They sit like statues, but nobody breathes. Nobody breathes. It will end in one of 2 ways. A riot or a celebration. It's as if Berlin holds its breath. Lotte hits her mark. Lotte opens her mouth and sings. She sings like a songbird.
Und der
drums are beating. Easy, Bert.
Eugen, easy. Breathe, Herr Brecht.
Breathe, organ dear.
Yes, Mutti.
With the last note of her song, there's silence. And then...
Meine Damen und Herren, for those of you who don't know me, I am the idiot who put up the money for the show. What show is that, I hear you ask? I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Open more champagne, please, and let's raise your glasses and make a toast to the show, which I hope will make us millions. Because let's face it, we need the money, eh? And where is Herr Brecht?
Bert! Now you can call me Bert.
My God, he's changed his tune. Don't just sit there, good sir. Come and join us.
If I stand, I will fall. I am happy sitting here.
Whatever you please. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glasses. The toast is Die Drei Groschen Oper!
The
Three-penny
opera!
And gentlemen, jazz music like this is also now most definitely considered degenerate in the extreme. It is music written by Jews for degenerates. Now we turn our attention to literature. Would you open the door, please, Lieutenant? Please, Madame. Would you step inside? Please, come in.
Oh, good evening, gentlemen.
I would introduce you, but there's no need for you to know our names.
I know who you are.
You are the superintendent of this address.
I am.
And Bertolt Brecht occupies one of the apartments on the 3rd floor.
This is correct.
It is. Now we wish to know who these women are. Let's take them one at a time. I will show you photographs and you will tell me.
We had discussed payment.
Give her the envelope, Lieutenant. Let's start with this woman.
This is Greta, Margareta. I'm not sure of her family name.
Stefan is her name. And what can you tell us of Miss Stefan?
She comes every day, like clockwork. Good morning, Greta.
Good morning.
This photograph does not capture just how small she is. She's a tiny person. She is quite ill. Oh, are you all right, my dear?
Thank you. I'll be fine in a minute.
Oh, come on in. Don't wait out there. I keep the newspapers for her. She has no money. I tell her not to sit on the cold stone.
And can you tell us, please, one more thing about Miss Stefan? She is a communist, is she not? A member of the party?
That I don't know.
You don't know. Then please, take a look at this photograph. What can you tell us about this woman?
Oh, her. This woman I call Little Miss Thank You, or sometimes Little Miss Sorry.
You call her what?
Hello. Oh, Herr Brecht has forgotten his papers again. Would you let me in? Oh, thank you so much, Fräulein. Thank you so much. And here I am treading on your nice clean floor.
Really? It's all right.
I am so sorry. I will clean it again for you when I... Thank you again.
Always running. She is born to shred paper. And all for Brecht. What's this in him? I don't know. This funny little man.
And her name is Hauptmann.
Yeah.
And what do you think is her relationship with him?
Always carrying a typewriter everywhere, yes. She is some kind of typist, yes. Some kind of secretarial, perhaps. If she is his lover, why then, I feel quite sorry for the woman.
And you are sure that this is Hauptmann?
Yes.
And this Stefan?
Yes, look, why do you wish to know all this?
Berlin is changed. Don't you know that? Read the newspaper, woman.
You don't need to... I should be getting on with my day.
And it is polite to know your host's name before you pay them a visit.
I must go.
Then, before you go, what can you tell us about his wife?
Weigel. Frau Weigel.
Thank you for telling us. Please, take this. It's not much.
Frau Weigel, I did not tell you this, so you would give me money.
No, I am so grateful that you did. Thank you. I must tell Bert as soon as
If you insist, I will take it. Bread first, mochos later. And I thank you for the tea and cake. I'm sorry to have frightened you. I can see you are scared.
I am simply processing what this means for us, for the children.
If I were you, Frau Weigel, I would pack your bags today. I will miss you, of course, but if you want to leave items behind, I can probably take some of your hands.
I will take just the 2 winter coats. What do you think? Is 2 enough?
But come now, Helly. Does this mean that we are to leave immediately?
I'm afraid it does mean exactly that.
But there's so much that I must do before we can leave.
Then you will have to do it quickly. Today I was spat on in the street. They know who I am. They know you. They know where we live.
And they know that you are a Jew. But I never told them.
Brecht acts the funny guy.
Yes, and you are my Jew. That will be Greta.
Oh, for God's sake, tell her today you cannot work.
I should tell her that we are leaving.
Let it ring. She can wait to find out. I have decided what we should do. Let it ring. We will drive. Tonight, you'll take your car and we will go to Vienna.
And the children?
The children can follow us when it is safe. I am sure that Hauptmann will help us with the children. I will pack the bags. You should start to gather your papers together. You know you can't take everything. You know that.
But I must tell Greta.
No!
And we can't just leave it and Hauptmann. I must tell her too.
You should tell nobody. It is better that way. If we tell anyone, we put ourselves in more danger. And I will talk to the children.
The children, right. Don't scare them, huh? Yes, I will take some time alone. Breathe, Eugen. Breathe.
Breathe.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Greta!
Hello?
Oh, they have gone, Greta!
How do you know?
There is a note, look.
Elizabeth. Greta. The children are at the maid's house. They are safe. Please keep them that way until we can get them out of Berlin. My soldiers. I write a kiss for you both.
Bastard!
Oh, don't be angry with him, Greta. We knew this day would come. We must look after ourselves.
Oh, and do we share his kiss?
Are you awake?
Yes. But you need me to drive?
That would be good.
Oh, pull over and take a rest. What are you thinking?
Nothing, my dear.
It is never nothing.
I have a poem in my head and I don't want to lose it.
Then speak it. Then I will speak. Are you listening?
Of course.
You must stop seeing other women. There, I have said it. You stop seeing other women. I am your wife, and I am laying down the rules.
And if I don't?
Don't you see what this is? To leave Germany is terrible. All that we have worked for is there. I am not a fool. But don't you see that this is a chance for something new for us? Just the 4 of us.
children play their parts. They are good little actors. Just two mites in the company of the nanny. Their steadfast little faces set firm against the night. The forest rushes past the windows, brought by safe hands to a safer place.
Oh, my darling! Oh, my darling!
Will we be going back, Father?
Of course.
And are we safe here in Vienna?
We are safe here in Vienna. Quite safe. Now sleep, soldier boy.
Auch niemals dagewesenen Millionen
In here, so the children don't hear us. I still do not see why you will not come with your wife and your children.
But why Denmark, Hurley? Of all places, why do we go there?
Oh, because we have friends in Denmark. That is why. And we can live properly there. We can breathe a little.
But do they even have a theatre in Denmark?
Right now, I don't care if they don't. What will you do in Paris?
Oh, you think this house painter will stop at this? He is just getting going, and I will not sit idle. I am still Brecht. Brecht the poet, Brecht the playwright. I will make some deals.
And where is Brecht, the man? The father?
That will be your car. Kiss the children every night for me.
So we should go. And when can we expect to see the mighty Brecht?
Give me 1 month, and I will be all yours.
Isn't this wonderful? Can you see yourself taking coffee under the tree? Our first family home. Oh, come inside. Here, I think for the children and the maid. Your study is here.
Yes, it will do, but I will need more tables so I can spread out.
Oh, and we will sleep.
I will sleep here too. But then I can work whenever I need to.
Oh, this is the start of something good. I think. Don't you think this is the start of something? Now, let me get started in the kitchen. Children, go play outside. You have a garden. A garden.
A new beginning. I look at the house. The roof is thatched and low, and there are 4 doors in total. The garden is lush, and there's what looks like a plum tree. The outlook from my study is over the water. The sea is calm. There are just a few dozen miles to Germany, but it could be 1,000.
Ja, come in chance in my. Oh, hi.
No, a German?
And Nay, does English work for you?
Not too well, but I guess so.
You must be Brecht.
Oh, word travels fast.
You bought the old place then?
Sorry? Oh, yes, I did. We did. You know who I am?
Are you not Mr. Brecht? Is he inside?
No, please. I am Mr. Brecht.
My name is Moller. I am the postman, part-time only, mind. In the afternoons, you will see me out there.
Oh, you are a fishing man.
Yes, I am a fisherman. I have a parcel for you, Herr Brecht. Here. And welcome to Skoberstrand.
Oh.
Well, are you going to open it?
Charlatan! Oh, it's his bloody book, the charlatan, the bourgeois bastard!
What is it?
Oh, take a look for yourself. I can't even bear to read it out loud.
My Life in Art by Konstantin Stanislavski. Who sent it?
When I find out, I will wring his neck.
Hopefully you'll have something to read.
Oh, you needed something to keep the dining table level? And what is for dinner? And when is dinner?
You are a bear with a sore head. Do some writing.
Oh, my life in art. My life is a shit.
Have you written today?
No.
Where are you going now?
I don't know, Haley. I would go out, but I don't know anywhere here, my dear. I am nobody here.
Yes, I know. Isn't it wonderful?
Hello? Hello?
Ellie, do you hear?
What is it?
Listen. What time is it?
It's 10 o'clock.
Where's the children?
They are fast asleep.
Then here, come look. It's dark, but I think there are two men.
Then answer the door.
They are in some kind of uniform.
Well, what do you say?
They are leaving. I should have given them what for.
Don't antagonize them, Bert. We need to make friends here, don't we?
But I also don't wish to creep around in my own home.
Oh, but you could not have left it shaved?
Good day to you, sir. Good day, madame.
Good day.
I understand you don't speak Danish.
Not enough, no.
Very well. Can you confirm that these are your names?
They are.
And these are your children's names?
Why do you wish to know about our children?
Pet.
Please don't be alarmed. I would simply like to ask you a few questions about your coming to our country.
Oh, naturally. We will do our best to answer them.
Now, your writings of plays and poetry...
Would you care to read it?
We are aware of the nature of your work, sir.
Huh.
I need to be very frank with you. You will need to assure us that you will not be writing anything whilst here that directly attacks the German state. Did you hear me, sir?
I did.
That should be possible. Bert, darling?
Sir?
Yes, that should be possible.
Would you sign this document to that effect, sir?
Did I not just say that I would not write in such a way? Do you doubt my word?
Sir, it would be best if you did sign. I will give you a moment. We do not intend to make your stay here uncomfortable for you and your family. The Danes are friendly people.
Please excuse my husband. He is quite upset at all that is happening to us, to our friends in Germany.
Then please, get him to sign. He is a writer after all. If he can't do that, if he can't do so, that we have a dead end. Have we made any progress?
He won't write.
I see. Then we have a problem. Miss Weigel, please excuse me asking a delicate question, but is Weigel by any chance a Jewish name?
No, this is too much.
Bert!
You do not need to answer that, Helly.
Herr Brecht, please listen to me, would you? I am here to help you and your family. If your wife is a Jew, then we could count you all immediately as political refugees, and then you would not be troubled again.
Helly?
Yes, what?
Can you tell the man, please?
Hello, Brecht. Hello, madam. Taking coffee in the garden. How civilized. A letter for you.
Oh, thank you.
No, the letter is for Madame Weigel. And I also found this. The newspaper you were looking for, madam.
Thank you.
Good day to you.
Read it to me again.
Reichsführer Hitler, in an unexpected announcement today, denounced the military clauses of the Versailles Treaty.
Denounced? He will stop at nothing.
And proclaimed immediate general military conscription in Germany.
He wants another war. Not happy with the last outcomes, the house painter wants a bloody rematch.
France and Great Britain already had moved their feet toward increased armed strength. Bert, here, sit down.
No, I must...
Sit down.
They come.
you all right? Do you think you should see the doctor?
I'm fine. I'll be working in the study.
Are you sure?
Give me the newspaper. I can use some of this nonsense word for word. Oh, war. He wants another war as if the last one was not enough.
Is father all right? Can I see him?
Not now, darling. He is trying to stop Herr Hitler.
Herr Hitler?
Yes, and you need to let him win.
He can borrow my bow and arrow and fire it as far as Germany. Hello, Herr Hitler, right across the water and all the way to Germany and right between the eyes.
Bet!
Father, your food is ready.
I'll eat it here at my desk.
Oh, come and join us in here. Don't you think you should take a rest?
Later, I say.
Oh, look, don't you think you
I am
should
not
rest?
taking a rest. I have letters to write to our friends in Paris. I'm close to finishing these 5 poems. And then the book is... I think I have a title for it now.
You have a family, you know.
My family will have to wait. If I stop writing... Don't you know how slowly I'm working compared to Berlin? In Berlin, we think of a play one day, and a week later, it is there on the desk. Here I'm lucky if I get a page or 2 done.
Then let me help you for once. We'll eat, and then I'll help you.
What are you doing with the machine? You're going to break it.
Every time it sticks on the letter B.
I am aware it sticks on the letter B. We avoid the letter B.
Are you serious? How do you sign your name as an author?
No, here, you have to... Here, move. Just let me show you.
I can fix it myself.
Let me... Look, I think it would be better if you just left me to it.
What? Oh, please, do not patronize me. Anything but that.
I never meant anything by it.
Oh, I am not good enough.
I never said such a thing. You put words in my mouth.
But it is true, is it not? I am never good enough, am I, Herr Brecht?
You need to stay calm,
Oh,
Helly.
don't Helly me. Helly who cooks, Helly who cleans, Helly's a mother. I am an actress too.
And I am the writer.
And what of Hauptmann and Greta? They write for you, do they not? But not poor old Helly. Do you know when the last time was I performed?
But you perform for me.
You asked me to try out your poems and your plays. I am good enough for that, am I? And besides, that is not the same, and you know it. You don't even care to ask about the letter I received today. Well? Oh, you are insufferable.
I try to be, and that is why you love me. So, here you are.
What of it? Pass me that case from the top of the wardrobe.
Very well. You win. I ask about the letter. Here I am. I sit here and I speak, asking about the letter.
Read it yourself.
It's an invitation to Moscow, the lion's den.
Yes, Moscow. They want me to talk on the radio.
And you are going?
But I am packing, aren't I? Now fetch the case down for me. I can't reach it.
So you are going?
I don't know. I would like to. Perhaps we could go together. Bet?
Someone needs to watch the children.
Is that your best excuse?
It is a good one, I think.
If I go, then I go. I want you to understand why I go.
You go because you must.
You always make a joke or a clever
All right. I am listening.
I must have a life of my own again. To act, to do anything again.
And not have me coming.
If you come, then I am Frau Brecht.
You are Frau Brecht.
I asked one last time. Come with me.
I am offended that the invitation was not for me also. But now is not the right time for me to go to Moscow. If I go, no. When I go, then the time will be just right. And my position must be stable. I cannot be drawn into the machinations of that mob of sharks.
But it is good enough for me. You would throw me to the sharks.
I must live outside all of that and do my socialism in my own way. Here in our little paradise.
And there is no risk to me because I am nobody. Is that it?
You go, Frau Weigel. Go and show Moscow what a communist really looks like. What real acting is. Paves the way for me, Frau Weigel. Be my Trojan horse, and I will come bursting from its flank when Russia is ready for me, and in turn when I am ready for Russia. And don't kiss any strangers.
Is that your blessing?
I beg your pardon?
Was that you giving me your blessing? Brecht puts the cause of women back 2 steps with every scene that advances them one. Read them a story every night. That is all I ask. Just a story, and Marie will do the rest.
Helly, I have asked Greta to join us here.
Stefan?
Yes. I wrote and I told her to come. She needs people looking after her, and she can write for me too. I tell you because I respect you.
Fetch me the case.
You are angry with me?
Just read them a story.
I'll read them a story. Come on, you need to get going. The people are boarding, Helly.
A promise. You remember?
You made me promise. I remember. The two are not the same thing, not at all. Goodbye, Frau Weigel. Auf Wiedersehen. Greta, my soldier, my dear. Oh my God, your hands are frozen and you must come and sit here by the fire.
Who is it, Father? Greta, hello.
Oh, run along now, son. Let Greta warm herself. She has come all the way from Berlin.
How long did I sleep?
You know, I almost had to carry you here.
Really? I'm sorry.
We will look after you here, little soldier. The food is fresh, the air is clean. Just right for one of the troops to come back to full strength. Now, you must tell me all about Berlin. We get papers occasionally, but the news is often old.
Well, I've had a few visits from some shady characters. Gentlemen in leather coats. I tell them to piss off in the most polite way possible. Some of them are quite sick, so it's not such a problem.
You joke too much.
You should know they ask after you, Herr Brecht.
Oh, I'm sure they wish me dead.
I think that is a good summary of their intentions, yes. But there have been so many arrested for the smallest of charges. I have a list for you. I should warn you that there are some friends.
I will read it later.
Oh, you must read it now.
I believe you, Greta. I believe every word. Let me see it.
Otto Dix has had his job taken from him at the university.
I see.
They put a brick through Zirkam's window.
Those bastards. No, look, stop now. Rest. No more upset.
Oh, no, you need to know, Bert. You got out in time. I hate to think what would have happened if...
Rest now. Greta, we will help you. You know that.
Helly knows that I'm here?
She does.
Did she not want me here?
Rest, Greta, rest.
I will rest when I've told you everything.
What, is this some kind of test? What you say will not shake me, Greta. I will not be disturbed by the machinations of a house painter.
They are arresting communists in their homes. On the streets. Takes them into the barracks where they whip them. They break their fingers in order to get them from them confessions and addresses. In Hedemannstraus, there lay in one room about 135 communists who had been tortured until they were half dead.
Ist genug 7-mal. Jesus sprach zu ihm. Ich sage dir.
People are undressed. And when they were naked, they are made to run the gauntlet until they break down. And
Nicht 7-mal, sondern 70-mal 7-mal.
Bert!
Nicht
Bert, are you
7-mal, sondern
listening?
70-mal 7-mal.
Organger, you are babbling again. Take your medicine, Organ. Perhaps you should take a long bath.
Mother, I'm fine.
Bert?
I'm fine, Greta. I'm standing quite firm here. You hear that, Herr Hitler? I'm standing quite firm here. You know what I think we should do? My beloved soldier and I, first thing tomorrow morning?
You're right.
Yes, we right.
There. Yes. I see these scenes as part of one whole piece.
You always do know just what is needed.
And your poem precedes every scene.
Everyone. Here is the stanza for the winter episode.
But this is really quite good.
Fulsome praise from you, my dear. And from you, I expect nothing less and nothing more. I normally take my lunch around this time. The children come home in around an hour.
Very well. Maybe a short break.
Bring your jacket. Well, what do you think?
I think that this is all very deliberate of you, sir.
I don't know what you're insinuating.
Oh, the basket of food, the wine.
The view of the ocean.
And the blanket on the ground. If I didn't know any better, Herr Brecht, I would say that you had plans.
To seduce you? And would I be wasting my time?
Yeah?
Nobody uses this path. We are completely secret.
And then am I the first woman to have been brought here with only the gulls for company?
Oh, you flatter me. I've only been here for a few months. Here, take my jacket in exchange for a kiss.
Good day, Herr Brecht. Oh, don't let me disturb you.
Mola, we are both men of the world, are we not?
Indeed so, Herr Brecht.
So I can ask for your discretion with what you saw earlier?
What a man does with his wife down by the Strand is nobody's business.
Is it Bert?
Ah, hello, miss.
This is Mola.
So, that was not...
That was not my wife. Greta is my mistress.
Is there a problem?
Not at all. Oh, come. You've never done anything similar, Mola?
You want me to keep your secret, sir?
Oh, please, call me Bert.
I should be getting on. Oh, I almost forgot in all the excitement. You have a telegram from Moscow.
What a lovely welcoming committee. My darlings. Oh, let me give you the biggest of hugs. And I have some small gifts for you.
Thank you, Mama.
Oh, and for you, little one.
May we open them now?
Of course.
I've put the kettle on for Comrade Weigel.
Did you not read the new directive?
Oh, from Party HQ?
Comrade Weigel has taken to drinking tea.
Oh, then tea it is.
You have been working hard, I hope.
Oh, yes.
You and Greta?
It has been good to work to work again.
I expected to see her.
Then look outside.
Oh, yes, her hair is shorter. Perhaps Greta would like to join us. Greta!
And so the wife crosses the neat lawn, and she and the mistress meet each other's gaze. And the poet watches, and he waits. My interest is, I might say, ghoulish. What do I wait for? For a raised voice that never comes. For a guilty tone, for one of betrayal, but no, they laugh. The wife, she is full of smiles. It is a fine performance only from the finest of actresses.
Something smells good.
Oh, after weeks of cabbage, I long for something Viennese. Bert, could you help me in here?
Your sous chef is here.
Where is she sleeping? What? You think I will not want to know if she has been sharing your bed?
I swear to you that Greta has not shared my bed. I made one up for her in the study. You are angry at her being here?
It is you that I have the problem with. Now, go to her. She is our guest, and I don't want her to think there is a problem.
Now tell me about Red Square. I picture it still in my head. You went to Red Square, didn't you?
Oh, it was magnificent, huge, and so full of history, of course.
Oh, you must tell us.
Oh, where do I start?
Helly, enough!
What do you mean, enough?
I am bored of this. It is quite clear that you agree with Greta, that Moscow, and only Moscow, can save Germany from itself.
I do agree with Greta. Besides, Bert, there are no communists left in Germany.
Not true.
No, at least no leftists can hold their heads above the parapet.
Oh, so we give up?
No.
No. We rally those who have escaped and we empower those who remain. That is my plan, and it is the right one.
Your poetry can achieve only so much, Bert.
Then return to the theatre.
Yes, the theatre. I was in Moscow whilst you stayed here, and what I heard gave me cause to be optimistic.
Greta, back me up here.
Greta?
No, Bert, I won't back you up. I was in Berlin till a week ago, and I can tell you that the idea of socialism is as good as dead. But not in Russia. There it is the only thing.
Right.
Traitors! My soldiers turn their backs on me. I have no choice but to turn to Comrade Stalin. Is that it?
Yes. Here, let me cheer you up. No, let me clear up.
Let me help.
You know he's only trying to cause some drama.
Oh, yes. That was delicious as always. Thank you. Forgive me, Helly.
Forgive? For what? Oh, yes, of course. It's called accommodation. I am good at accommodating. You should go to bed. Look after yourself, Greta.
Helly! Oh! Helly! Do you hear that?
Yeah, what is it? I don't hear anything.
Listen! There. You hear that?
Yes.
It's the Navy.
Whose Navy?
Ours. They are preparing.
Noch niemals dagewesenen Millionen Demonstrationen.
Take your army outside, son. You are upsetting your little sister.
It's not an army. I'm a battleship.
She needs to find somewhere else to stay. Greta needs to find somewhere.
Oh, but she is ill. You can see how poorly she is.
And that is also more reason that she needs to find somewhere to stay. I need you to tell her.
Hi, the postman comes. Hello? Oh, excuse me, the door was open.
Goodness. What has happened to your nose?
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Are you all right? What happened?
Oh, it's a long story. Let's just say it's over fishing spots. I go with my brother some evenings and we get into an argument in the Sound with another boat. Oh, those bloody Germans.
We are not all heathens.
I'm sorry. I forget that you are German.
Indeed, I never do. Have we heard the ships?
Yes, they make quite an impression. Here, a letter, a French stamp. I have always enjoyed looking at the French ones. You see, they
Thank you.
have very... Thank you. And one more thing, Herr Brecht. It's not just tensions that are high. I should warn you, tonight is going to be a very high tide.
Now, how does that affect us here?
You don't know. This place floods. I've seen it as much as a foot up to your door here. So long.
Wait, what should we do? Mola!
Ici Londres. Veuillez écouter tout d'abord quelques messages personnels.
You tell her to go, or shall I?
Doesn't want us to mother her.
So, have you done it?
Done what?
Done what I asked you, and told Frau Steffin to find her own.
Keep your voice down, she will hear you.
She will hear what?
Bert has something to say to you.
Well, it will have to wait.
I'm afraid what he has to say can't wait.
I came to tell you there is water coming from under the door.
Oh my God! Oh, look, quick!
Let me move the carpet at least.
I will do it. Greta, go up the ladder, and Helly. Oh, look, leave it to me. I think. Are there any sandbags?
How do I know if there are any sandbags?
Send a bucket. Give me a bucket. You stay here and make sure the children are... You stay here. Oh my God, it is rising by the minute, by the second. Not yet. You will not be coming in here. I will not allow you to...
And look, the great writer is reduced to a gibbering fool.
He likes to play the tough guy.
Oh, he does. It does not suit him, eh? Brecht reimagined King Canute fighting back the waves.
One bucket at a time. He scoops it up in one place and throws it over his shoulder into the same pool.
Ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe, dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meiner
Bert!
I fell asleep to the radio.
Get dressed. There's a man in the garden.
Is he drunk?
To get lost.
Here? Hello there?
Hello!
I know that voice. Oh, good evening, my old friend.
Was I drunk?
I believe you were, Walter. And we weren't sure, of course, when you were becoming.
Helen thought you were a Nazi.
Oh, that's a good one. Do they take Jews?
I've heard they take anyone.
Oh, yeah, and how happy I am to be amongst you all again. Bert, let me show you what I have in my case here.
Then let's take this outside. I have the chess table set up in the garden. Start again, Herr Benjamin, and make some sense of your philosophy this time.
How do I start again?
You interrupt our game to tell me you have a postcard.
No, this is not any old postcard. Why, this one image...
No, I grant you it is a very interesting image, but you can't eat a painting.
Ah, but this is no painting.
It is indeed a painting by clay.
No, you fool. If you would listen for once,
Look
then
at
you would
them,
know.
Greta.
Yes.
And so it goes on. It's a silence for hours over chess, which is preferable, or these crazy philosophical twitterings that goes back and forth, back and forth.
Comrade Haley!
What's
Lemonade!
What's that?
Lemonade! I call her comrade since her return from Mecca. Haley, can you make lemonade?
Make your own lemonade.
I just hate this waste of time. Have you seen this report, Helen?
You mean the piece about Spain? Yes, I saw it.
Hundreds of men and women shot just for trying to strike. Mostly farm labourers, it says.
Peasants, Greta. Workers with nothing to their name but their labour.
Right.
Where are you going?
Herr Brecht has not written anything for 2 days now since Walter has come.
Wait, give me the paper. Let's shake up these old windbags.
The fact is that this mass production of images changes everything we know about art, Brecht. It takes the art from its context and it places it firmly. I say, it places it firmly. Are you listening?
Walter, we have visitors. You look like you're on a mission, ladies. What do you think, Benjamin? Don't let Walter show you his reproductions or you will never hear the last of it.
Oh, take no notice of this stick in the mud. Oh, I almost forgot. I have gifts for you. You both need stockings, I presume. I have some from Paris, no less.
Walter Benjamin, philosopher, art critic, and traveler in ladies' underwear.
There.
Oh, underwear. He carries it in his briefcase with his little pictures.
2 pairs each. Will it be okay? And more papers from the civilized world.
I will try them now. Walter, why not show Stefan about pro play?
There's the chess pieces. Helly! Helly! And there we were, just going to start a new game.
Walter is needed elsewhere, and so are you. Now come.
I'll fetch him now. Stefan!
Oh, very well, very well. We will talk more later. And, my good friend, I also have a private letter for you.
From Hauptmann?
Why don't you?
Oh, for God's sakes, Walter, put it away. I will look at it later.
Mr. Walter, will you show me your paintings? Helen says I'm here to see them.
Oh, right. Now, here now. Now, look then, young man. Now, have you seen anything quite so magical as this?
Bat! Bat!
The fishwives, Walter, we are surrounded by the shrieking of fishwives. I am coming, my dear. Oh, I think it is the old complaint again.
You must go to the doctors.
Don't say anything to Greta.
You think she doesn't know about your illnesses?
Let me show you what I've been writing.
So why not bring it here?
No, we will go to the study.
We eat at 7. Walter requested something Viennese.
Where is he?
Asleep on a blanket in the garden. He finished off our best bottle of red wine.
He is Europe's wandering Jew.
We all are.
I'm coming.
And persuade Stefan to go back to the doctors, would you?
I will do what I can.
This isn't what I had in mind for our life in the country, for our first home, Bert. I had hoped for a summer idyll and ended up with part flop house and part sanatorium.
I prefer to say that Svenborg is a commune, Helly. We are all communards. And the children? How are they doing?
Oh, you remembered. Our daughter takes her nap, and Stefan, he rides his bicycle into the village. I needed potatoes, and he is the only practical man around.
Are you coming?
Coming, soldier, coming. Well, we are not much of an army, are we? You know that we worry for you, Greta.
Then you've no need to. Now give me your comment.
The woman you have written is still a victim. And she must be understood, Greta. Every man in the theatre should see the choice she makes and know exactly why she makes it. Give me my glasses. There. Take a look.
I've been watching you at your desk.
Oh, I sense some eyes on me.
You know how much I love you.
To talk of love at such a time is a distraction.
It's a necessary one.
To you, maybe, but not to me.
Then I don't like living like this. When do we have some time for what we have together?
And what do we have together?
How can you say that? Don't you care? I've done nothing but work for you. Work for you, work with you. For how many years now? When we are apart, you write letters to me, you write poems to me, but not once when we are in the same room have you said you loved me. Looked me in the eye and told me that you loved me. And I feel like a dog for begging for a bone. I'm asking, no, I'm demanding more from you. And you're incapable of speech.
The body has the ability to resist. The body can heal itself. There's no place for feeling, Mother. Drink more water, Herr Brecht. The body has the ability to reason. Only water washes away the emotion. Only reason, only water. Let me water. Only the emotion.
Helly, come quick, Helly! Helly! Hello? Do you hear me?
Oh, for God's sake, help me up. Who saw me here?
Just us.
No doctor?
No doctor.
And don't worry, Walter saw nothing.
Business as usual, ladies.
Naturally. Business as usual.
Perhaps I should sit here a while.
Dinner at 7. What happened?
I don't know.
Did you upset him? Greta, I said, did you upset him?
Yes!
I know you love him.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Say that you will leave the table.
Hi everyone! I hope you've enjoyed the first act and are able to follow what's going on. And we are going to go straight in to where we left off, to the Plum Tree, Act 2. Enjoy!
The soup, ladies and gentlemen, is... you know I don't like to start without Stefan.
Oh, he will be fine.
All right. Just make sure that you leave some for a growing boy.
Thank you very much, Helen. Did you have parents who worried about you, Walter?
As it did, then it did no good.
And he's been wandering ever since.
Quiet. Did you hear that? It's Stefan, all right. Are you out there?
Stefan, did you get a close look at those boys?
No, I didn't.
We should go back and bloody their noses.
Oh, don't be a fool, Bert. When have you ever won a fist fight?
Let him speak.
I don't have anything to say.
The schoolboy's code of honor, Bert. We all learnt it.
You don't let bullies have their way, Stefan.
Can I go to my room?
I'll bring you some soup. Read him a story, won't you? You are his father.
I will read to him.
Discipline, Walter?
Oh, Franz Kafka.
Oh, if only if you want him more upset.
I am happy to read to Stefan.
No, not...
What we're about to say? Not you? Is that it?
He is not your child, Greta. I will go to him.
Oh, don't let her get too close to him. I will eat in the garden, shall I?
You're a sick woman, Greta, and this is...
You go too far, Helly.
This is not about you being ill.
Then what is it about?
Helen! He is quiet now. He's a good egg. And dessert is served.
Did he tell you anything else?
I don't wish to spoil the evening any further.
Tell us.
He was concerned about which of the two insults was worse, to be German or to be Jewish.
There's a rub. I have been wondering just the same. Now, where is that dessert?
Here. I am barely in the mood now. It's Sachertorte.
Sachertorte. Oh, yeah. Where did you get the cream?
Isn't it marvelous?
Comrade Weigel, it looks delicious, but might I suggest a serving knife, or do we simply just dive in?
Some plates, certainly, of course. Oh, yes. I'm five. How many are we now?
Just four.
Right. Here then. Here we go.
God. Helen,
That's all the biggest pieces.
I will sweep up the rest.
This is what happens when you're tired and your mind is occupied.
Where is Walter? He's not here.
Please, forgive me.
My dear old boy. You are amongst friends. Well, come inside, won't you?
Yes. Must have been the crockery, landing with such a crack, like a gunshot. I was in Paris only last month, and two men followed me as I made my way back to my rooms. I sped up, but they cornered me. One of them had a service revolver.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pointed at me. When it went off, I thought it was over. I'm sorry, but just lately I don't sleep. And every sound, it just...
Walter, I'm so sorry this happened to you.
I must stay with us until...
Until when, my dear? Until there are no fascists?
Yes. Until then. Until there are no dark shirts, no jackboots, no vitriol.
Calm down, Herbert.
I will not be calm. It is everywhere, my friends. A wind that swirls into every quiet corner of Europe, even here.
Don't mind Bert, Walter. Put it down to fellow feeling. Now, let me show you where you are sleeping.
And it is on the following mornings that my wife tells me that my face was twitching and contorted as Walter told us what happened in Paris. That I had trembled and quaked when I had wanted to seem a statue of calm and resolve. But she assures me...
I think I noticed because I have seen it before.
And others do not see it? And I am not convinced when the greatest of actresses tells me that my body is incapable of hiding my...
I shall be the conqueror of my body, the master of my feelings. You will see, Mutti. You will see.
Auch wieder ein so anständiges Volk geworden. Wir sind doch jetzt wieder...
Greta, how is this in the original English?
Let me see.
Might I have a word with our great leader?
No, are you talking to me or Fraulein Steffin?
Now, have you seen from the window here? I thought you should see the letter.
The letter?
Yeah, from Hauptmann. She was most concerned that I deliver it in person when I told her I might visit.
Will you read it? I left my glasses inside.
If you insist.
I insist.
Very well. I hope this finds you well. I hear that you're in Svendborg, etc., etc. Oh, she says that she received another visit.
From 3 gentlemen in black shirts. I had been expecting them and had taken a suitcase to my own rooms with your manuscripts.
Oh, good girl.
And this is where Mr. Brecht lives.
I beg your pardon?
This is where the great man writes his degenerate plays.
And his degenerate poems, yes, and it's his degenerate dinner.
Thank you, Fräulein. Just answer the questions, will you?
And they asked when I had seen you and if I was in correspondence with you.
Oh, I hope they were not rough with her.
And they went through old papers and drawers and found nothing.
Oh, girl, is that it?
No, there is more. And then they asked me,
What was I to you?
What's that?
what was I to you?
The insinuations were quite clear. Any young woman living alone is now amoral, Bert. It is not a Berlin that you would recognize.
So, what exactly is Miss Hauptmann to you, Bert, eh? You old dog?
Nothing now, Walter.
Because she says she is coming to visit.
I can't let that happen.
But the manuscripts aren't safe in Germany.
What did she say when she... God, Walter, I can't have... Help me, please! What?
It's funny.
It is not funny, and if you think so, you can go and find yourself some other bloody place to hawk your postcards.
I just had a marvelous vision, Bert.
Oh, did you now?
No, please, bear me out. You will like this. Look back at the cottage and remind me how many doors you have.
Like 4, I suppose.
How convenient. Then see them as potential entrances and exits in your own Feydeau farce.
Oh, that is rather good, Benjamin, I grant you.
Oh, you might say, a Scandinavian sex farce in the style of Molière. Cries the wife.
Oh, yes, I've heard that before.
As the amorous poet leaps the windowsill.
Oh, but I love you, comrades. I love you with every proletarian bone in my body.
And runs from Stefan with his breeches round his ankles.
Now then!
But look, here comes Hauptmann, appearing like the lady from the cake, but hidden inside a large suitcase.
A trunk full of dirt.
He was mine before the lot of you.
Yes, that is exactly how she speaks for sure.
Get to the back of the queue!
Calls the wife. And then perhaps a chase around the garden.
He's mine! He's mine!
You can keep this fine!
Says Weigel, a soup ladle in hand.
Oh, making it a pork knuckle. Keep this fine. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, it's a surefire hit, I tell you, eh? What do you think?
A palpable hit. So, this is it. It's just a short walk to Skovesbostrand, and you will have everything you need.
And all of this has been decided for me?
We only do it to protect the children, and here you can rest more.
I don't want to rest more.
Greta, my soldier, you are getting to
I
be...
know I am not getting any better, and I am grateful for the treatments that you have paid for.
And I will make sure that you have 3 meals a day brought to your door.
And left outside my door like a plague victim. And the 2 of you cook this up? Is this Helene's doing? Tell me what she said exactly.
She holds you in high regard. We both do. You know that.
She uses a side door to your study, and I have collected all her belongings and put them by the door.
You can take your time collecting your things.
Oh, and with this removal, is it with immediate effect? Is that what you are saying?
I give you the key now. But this changes nothing between us. You know that. Take it. The work continues.
Yes. The work continues.
My wife has been busy. I returned to find crisp white sheets flapping in the breeze, a mattress airing in the sunshine. My friend Walter, gone. Wandering again. I say nothing.
Father, is it true that Helen wanted Greta gone? And Walter too?
You need to ask her, son.
Just get the house back in order, and now you tell me we have another visitor.
It is Elizabeth.
Hauptmann, here?
She has risked life and limb to protect my manuscripts in Berlin, and she is willing to bring them here. And I very much wish to have my life's work safe where I can see it.
Then you can look after Fräulein Hauptmann yourself. I will have nothing more to do with people entertaining all and sundry.
These are our friends.
They are Brecht's friends, Bert.
Well, you can ask the maid to come earlier.
Perhaps Comrade Brecht can ask his servant himself, because I won't be here. I have been asked to do some teaching in Copenhagen for a few weeks. I will be an actor and a teacher. It will be a break from being a housekeeper.
Let's talk this through, my dear. I don't...
And read to your children.
D'un poète norvégien mort au cours d'un raid au-dessus de l'Allemagne. Et maintenant...
Today, soldier, we write again as if our lives depended on it. Today there is new hope.
For us?
And why not? Britain and France have kept the Führer in his box.
For now, perhaps.
And we help keep him there.
Bert, may I make some tea?
Of course.
It's just that I thought I was supposed to be confined to the study.
If you don't tell, then I won't. How far have we got with them? Oh, I have an idea for a scene about a Jewish wife. Now, come on, tea and then work. Good work, soldier.
Very good.
Oh, and leave a gap there for, I'm not sure at the moment.
A rhyming couplet. That's your domain, comrade.
Of course, and a title came to me last night as I took a bath.
Will I go?
Be my guest.
Good morning, miss. I have a telegram for Mr. Brecht.
Thank you.
And how is your new place?
News travels fast.
Yeah, it does, miss.
It is fine. Thank you for asking.
And a letter for Miss Helen.
Oh, I'll make sure she gets it.
She's not here.
No.
Well, I'll be on my way. Good day, miss. Good day, Herr Brecht.
Safe in Paris.
Keeping head low.
Your poems and essays have impacted entire émigré com.
He must mean community.
Send more words. Fingers crossed for Chamberlain and peace.
Good old Walter. More reasons for optimism. How shall we celebrate?
In a sober and considered way, of course.
Oh, but of course. This calls for music. May I have the pleasure?
Enough. I'm quite out of breath.
Herr Brecht!
He's back again. I don't believe it. Yes, what is it now?
I was having a smoke by the gate, and I saw this young lady struggling bravely with this very heavy case. There you are, miss. I'll leave it here.
Hello, Bert.
Elizabeth.
So, here it is, all the way from Berlin. Once you get beyond all of my underwear, turn your head to one side, please, Herr Brecht. There.
Secret compartment.
That is ingenious.
Isn't it?
Well, this is quite a surprise.
You didn't tell Greta I was coming, Bert?
I'd forgotten. Please forgive me, Elizabeth. Oh, may I take a look? Oh, here it is again. The Drei Groschen Opera, or as Elizabeth and I call it, money in the bank.
Yes, and you will not believe the trouble I went through to get your papers here. Nobody says too much to anyone anymore, as you can never know who you are talking to and if it is safe to be talking to them. On the train coming north, I thought I was discovered.
Fahrkarte!
I pretended I only spoke English.
Tickets, please. Is this yours, Fräulein?
Yes,
Can you open the case, Fräulein? Here, let me help you.
I can manage, thank you kindly. I think he was put off by the lace and nylons. If he had only taken its weight, I would be goodness knows where. Oh, I am sorry, Bert, but it all smells of perfume. I thought that might help too. You would have been impressed by me, Greta. You know I hate performing.
You're so elegant and tall. You could charm any man, Hauptmann. And you know that.
Father! Father!
I will leave you ladies to catch up whilst I go and act the father role.
Please, please, pretty please, will you? Oh, hello, Greta. Hello, Elizabeth.
He wants to know if I will take him to the beach tomorrow.
You must. Oh, you've grown so much, young man.
What? How are you here?
Oh, out of the mouths of babes.
I am a smuggler.
A smuggler.
And if you are good and go to bed, then tomorrow we can be smugglers at the beach.
With Elizabeth too?
Oh, yes.
And you, Greta?
Oh, I will be Pirate Jenny. Arr.
Sure. Oh, are you saying the night, Fraulein?
Well, I...
Look, if Fräulein Hauptmann shows you her secret spy suitcase, then will you go to your bed?
And where exactly will Elizabeth sleep?
Oh, the green-eyed monster raises its ugly head again. I hadn't given it on any thought.
Oh, I'm expected to swallow that lie. You have a spare bed now, too. How convenient.
Now, where is that son of mine? Into bed this instant, or there will be no beach. Elizabeth, you must be hungry.
I am.
Can I show Elizabeth my room?
Enough, to your bed.
Go on, hurry along and be good.
I would ask you to stay for supper, Greta, but I don't think the stew will stretch that far.
I see. Well, I'm not leaving for you to pick up where you left things in Berlin.
Oh, Greta, you are mistaken.
Am I? Am I, Bert?
I do not answer. My heart beats faster, but I instead use all of my will to force my face into a smile that does not alter.
I will make my own way home.
The smile does not waver. You have made your feelings very clear, my soldier.
Oh, do not patronize me, Brecht. Good night, Elizabeth. Look after the old fox.
Good night, Greta. It was good to see you.
You have everything you need?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Water?
Yes.
Torch?
Torch, yes.
I must thank you again for looking after my interest in Berlin.
No, you would do the same. I am nobody and therefore little threat. I come and go so easily.
You are someone to me.
Am I?
Do you like our peaceful little refuge?
It is quite charming. I should sleep.
One could almost forget that the world is as it is.
You mustn't forget. You are needed, Herr Brecht. Berlin needs you. Germany needs you.
Do you need me?
You should go to your bed, Bertolt.
I should. Yes. Yes, of course, dear. 3 o'clock. That was Helen.
She is coming home from Copenhagen?
Yes.
Then she will want me gone, I would suppose, and I wouldn't want to outstay my welcome.
But I hope you have enjoyed your few days in our little Garden of Eden.
I envy you the peace, for sure, certainly.
You crying, Elizabeth? You know my feelings about displays of emotion.
I know them very well.
But I'm glad to hear that you have found a love life in Berlin.
If you can call it that. I can see that Greta is an asset to you.
Yes.
She always has been.
My little teacher.
Your little teacher. You don't want me to justify my tears, do you? The great Brecht has no interest in the collateral damage of his enterprises.
Your way with words remains impeccable. Here.
What's this?
The train timetable. The journey to the station is barely 15 minutes. Positions on both sides are made clear. And barely 5 days later, a letter arrives from Berlin.
The train was, as you said, on time, but your driving remains a fright, Bert. I was struck with the brightness of the summer sun so late in the day. And of course, your beautiful and peaceful home. You asked me if I had enough money, which I took as at least some sign of warmth. I am not impoverished, but I need to trust in your promise to maintain my percentage of royalties as you renegotiate contracts outside of Germany. Please extend to me this small kindness that will make me still feel a remote part of our communal enterprise. I sleep in my rooms in fear for myself, my sanity, and my ability to write without your guiding hand. A war, if it comes as threatened, may offer some clarity.
I have time to return home to tidy up before the return of my wife.
Madrid, Spain becomes a seething city as revolt in Morocco by troops under then Governor Franco spread to the Spanish mainland.
My radio tells me of further atrocities against workers' militia in Spain. And I read in the newspaper that Hitler supplies arms and now soldiers to aid the fascist cause there. We must look for more ways to speak out.
Then meet with Berlau.
Remind me again, who is she?
Oh, Ruth Berlau. It was her that brought me to Copenhagen.
You know of her, Stefan?
I do. She has a workers' theatre group.
Ugh, a party member?
What does it matter what she is? The fact is that she can open things up for us in Denmark, and you know exactly who she is.
The question is, who needs the other more? And how much will she pay?
Oh, she is a socialite.
A socialite?
A champagne socialist.
The best sort.
I have invited her over for the weekend. You can make up your own mind, both of you.
A mountain of food has been brought and fairy lights bedeck the garden. It is 5 p.m. and preparations have been made for the visit. By now, Greta and I are expecting nothing short of royalty. Isn't that right, my little soldier?
If there's no crown, I'll be sorely disappointed.
My darlings, how we all squeezed into that poor man's car. I'll never know. I know you all more intimately now than I had ever imagined. I rather enjoyed it. Oh, my dear Hélène, how wonderful to see you again.
Julie, here you are, all of you. Most
You remember all the gang?
So when can we meet the great man? When can we meet the great
all
man?
in good time. I think he is listening to his radio. It is like a mistress to him.
I dislike her already.
My first impression too. Now go on, meet the workers, Greta.
Oh, so tall and...
Dare I say it, Aryan?
And this is Greta, Stefan.
Oh, hello, Ruth. Hello, everybody.
Hello. She is much smaller than I imagined.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, don't mind Ruth. She has no manners at all.
My darling girl, how can you say that? And besides, why should a woman be polite nowadays anyhow? Even if we are gone backwards 20 years amongst these farmers in Finn.
Oh. I thought you supported all the workers. Don't they call you Red Rouge?
Oh, well, someone's been doing their homework. Now, Hélène, darling lady, do you have glasses? We brought champagne. Let's get drunk, shall we, gang?
Why not?
I'll carry the plate, Greta. The jug for the water, if you don't mind.
Of course. We will need extra chairs, but...
Are you going to grace us with your presence?
I wear my flat cap and I light my pipe. They help me feel complete. They all greet me one by one, and I am asked if I like Denmark. They thank me for all of my work, and it is good to be recognized. So, of course, I reserve such sentiments for myself. And then Fräulein Berlau greets me.
Herr Brecht. Might I call you Bert?
Her hands are mannish, And in that moment, I decide to make this evening like the game of tennis that two of the blondes have taken up on the parched lawn.
Okay, on the way over, we are of the confirmed opinion that the most urgent focus at present should be our comrades in Spain.
Berlau, you do actually have guns, I assume?
When the guns are out, dialogue is over.
No, sometimes it is justified.
Yes, when the poets are in charge of the guns. But then tell me, everyone, who will do the rhyming?
Perhaps the farmers can have a try, or God forbid. Herr Brecht, Copenhagen is full of Brechtophiles. It's a wonderful production of the mother. So when will you grace us with a presence?
Yes. Wonderful.
Ruth has access to all that you need, Separate. Venues, young actors, directors even.
We have plenty to be getting on with right here, don't you think, Bert?
Naturally, I can't presume to know you yet, sir, but I think we might take your lack of an answer as consideration of our offer.
Fräulein Berlau, my young comrades, please be under no illusion. I am not a humble man. I'm fully aware of my own worth, and for not 1 second have I doubted my talents. I came from the forests of Augsburg and pulled myself up by the bootstraps to where I am today. You, Berlau, have an attractive face which I'm sure has propelled you far in your world, which I suspect is a very clearly bourgeois world indeed. To be brief, there are a handful of voices that Europe needs right now, and I am one of them. And so, I have a simple choice here. I continue to send my most explosive of missives to the places that matter, or I twiddle my famous thumbs in your provincial theater. Now, do you need me to clarify further?
So, we have met the man, comrades. I'm reminded of, what is the quote again? Art is not a mirror held up to reality, but a hammer with which to shape it.
Oh.
That was quite the performance.
It was a reprise.
I don't understand.
I have heard the speech many times. He will go to Copenhagen.
You will?
Of course. And now, they will pay me what I am due.
Bread first.
Morals later.
I light a cigar, and I predict a rematch. The evidence I use for this prediction? A coat and a lady's purse is found under the dinner table. It's an old trick.
Lensing's Ruth is very attractive.
No, does she?
And you?
Not my type, soldier. My dear Walter.
My dear Walter. Your postcard from Paris seemed urgent.
And of course we will help you.
And you are welcome anytime here in Eden.
And I must tell you discreetly of a new addition to our gang.
My first impression of the woman was so-so, but when Ruth returned, well, now I see a firebrand. I see someone who is completely of our new age.
We hoped you would be back soon.
No, but of course.
And we can return your things.
And I have something of yours too, Herr Brecht.
Oh, intriguing. Can you believe this woman, Helly?
Will you let me in on the joke?
I'm afraid it is a story which paints me in a less than favorable light.
Fräulein Berlau here is nothing but a cutthroat and a thief.
A thief?
Ruth, why don't you explain?
I took something of Bert's.
You did?
Can you believe this, my dear? When these marauding Danes came over to our little paradise, our visitor here took it upon herself to borrow a manuscript.
which I have now returned.
And Brecht has not shot you on the spot. He must like you.
And why this brass-necked maiden took the whole manuscript of the mother as a souvenir? Using her gang of Aryan pirates to cover her tracks, she takes the manuscript from under my nose. She translates it into Danish without my permission and stages it in a few weeks in Copenhagen.
She did what?
Oh, and where are my royalties?
And so, Walter, our relations kicked off in such a bold way as can only be met by a kiss.
Stop! Right there. Before you leave, should I search your bags?
And quite the kiss it was.
But come with me to Copenhagen.
Since that first kiss, I have been living the freewheeling existence that, as you too will know, makes a man feel fully alive. Is it safe to be driving in the snow?
Not really, no!
Do you always drive this fast?
Sorry?
Do you normally drive this fast?
No! I'm usually faster!
My God! Walter, I had forgotten the feelings that a city gives to me, like a great jungle as it comes alive at night.
Oh, just one more drink.
No, really? Oh, come on, must we?
People want to meet you. Everyone wants to meet you.
2 months we are together, and now she is my fixer-upper here in Denmark.
The doors are opening once again, Walter. There is a reason for optimism. Rally the troops in Paris, my friend.
The German emigre are a large part of our hopes. We must stick together and keep the Führer in his place.
Yeah.
You are having an affair with Ruth, are you not?
I am. Yes, Greta.
Do you do it to hurt me?
She has opened doors for our work. 2 productions already in Copenhagen in just a few months. You should come and see.
You know I am better here as a secretary in my very own Siberia.
Oh, I will bring you more blankets.
Keep your blankets. You should leave her.
And why should I do so?
What qualities does Miss Billau have to run a workers' theatre?
What qualifies her as a mistress is more my concern.
Oh, you are being a fool. She wears her party membership as a piece of costume jewelry. Her money is the product of other people's hard work, and she makes you look a fool. You, who profess to champion the cause of the worker, wasting your time with a charlatan like that.
And yet she speaks so highly of you.
Oh, really?
We all do. I always say when asked of you that you have taught me everything, and this is true. Everything. You are my teacher.
I can't talk anymore. I should rest.
Very well. I will take the dish back. How did you know that I was having an affair?
You swapped your hat. You always do. You swapped it for me once.
Greta, as always, hits the nail on the head. I will think twice when the nightclub photographer asks for Red Ruth and Brecht to stand closer for the newspaper, and I take off my hat before entering the cottage.
Look at her.
She won't stop.
I can hear you, you know. It's just a few pages from being done.
You will like what we have done, Helen. Senor Cara's rifles, huh? It has a ring to it, yes. And I would love to hear you try some of it.
You should. Here, read the speech.
Perhaps later.
Then, let me read it at least, and you hear it.
Oh, it's Ruth! Guten Tag, comrade.
Greta, will you be joining the welcoming committee?
Let me finish off here first.
I wanted you to be the first to know, Helene Brecht. I have made up my mind to do something perhaps rash, but certainly exciting.
Oh, yes?
I am leaving for Spain. I'm going to join the International Brigade.
Well, now you are very brave.
Oh, you think so?
Greta, you hear this?
Hear what?
Berlau is off to fight the Spanish Civil War.
Won't you be needing a gun? Some training, perhaps?
I doubt very much if I would be fighting, but I have my camera.
Oh, that's what gets the Catholics on the run.
Better.
Yes?
It's fine. I've heard it all already. What can a woman do in a gun battle? Ha. Well, soon I will be able to tell you.
And when will you leave?
I will join some 200 people coming from Russia, Sweden, all over next week.
For once, I have no words.
So the next question, comrades, is who will join me? Well?
Good day, Miss Berlau.
Oh, hello, beautiful boy. How would you like to have an adventure?
Oh, can I try your camera?
Let's do it. We'll need to find the sun.
Look at how she poses, Helly. I can see the headlines of Copenhagen papers. Red Roost to save the day for Spain.
She has our son eaten out of the palm of her hand. Berlau! The answer is no.
Brecht cannot. He simply cannot be, sir.
I see.
But do you really? Do you see what is happening? I read the Russian news routes. Their focus is firmly on the threat from the Third Reich.
And ours must be too.
And the Spanish workers can go to hell. Is that it?
We fight in a way that we are able to win, Fraulein Berlau.
Fräulein Berlau, you call me now. Huh. What happened to Ruth?
You must appreciate that what the writer can say publicly and privately are two distinct things. But I still want you, Ruth. And I kiss you in the hope that we are together again.
What kind of kiss was that?
I don't know what you mean.
Judas!
There's silence in the cottage, save for the usual sounds. In the evening, my wife speaks again of leaving me. I make a counter offer of my own. Helene.
Yes?
Our good friend Alfred in Paris has a theater for the Spanish play, and I told him you should play the lead role. I watch Helen's face for verdict. Ha! A crisis averted. For now. The world expires more quietly in Svendborg. I came straight away. Stefan tells me Walter is back. Where is he?
He's in the bathroom.
He won't come out? Walter!
Leave him, Bert.
Thank you all for your kindness. Just a good night's sleep, and I'll be all right soon enough.
Walter was telling us all about the latest atrocities in Germany.
Businesses and apartments taken from Jews.
Families forced into ghettos.
My friend, how do you hear these things?
Forgive me. I would rather not say it.
You don't need to repeat it, Walter. Excuse me for a moment.
Ellie, are you all right? Worried for your parents?
It's hard enough being a Jew, but an old Jew, a wealthy Jew?
Then they must join us here.
Oh, hello, Mola.
Miss, it's cold out today. This one you must sign for.
Would you like to join us by the fire?
Really, Greta? At such a time?
Good morning, gentlemen, ladies. I won't keep you. You have quite a party here, yes. I'll be on my way and...
No! No! I've just felt... Oh, no more! Is there nowhere safe?
Here, I found it. A house brick. And thank God everyone is fine.
Walter, more tea.
A brandy for the poor man.
There's a bottle in the study.
Cheers. The next morning, my friend Walter is gone. This is his way. The money he refused and I left by his bed is now disappeared. But I've never seen Benjamin so reduced. Be wary for him as he sets off south again into the fray. I ask Mola if he can find any purpose behind the missile thrown through the window, and he tells me his story.
It started a few weeks ago. We were about to set off to catch eels in the Sound, and then a man approached me at the harbor. I only had to meet him at a given point, and he would hand over the cargo, and I would bring it into Denmark. I thought about it.
And you did it?
If I say yes, you never heard me, right?
And the cargo?
A husband and wife. 2 kids.
Jews?
I didn't ask, but I took the money, if that's what you're wondering. Bread first.
Go play with your sister, Stefan.
I don't want to play with her.
Daddy needs to work with Greta.
Oh, don't be too hard on the child, Bert.
You're my soldier. Dry your eyes.
Will he play armies with me again?
Well, no, I should be.
Of course he will. I'm too tired to work myself anyhow.
Now look, I take this battalion and then...
When will Mother be
this.
back?
Soon enough. Your move, General?
I want to go to Paris too, Father. Do you hear me? I want to go see Mutti. I want...
Don't be so ridiculous! Don't cry, Stefan. Greta, help me out here, would you?
I saw Greta making her way here yesterday, as I see her most days, and...
Oh, will you get to the point, Moila?
My point is, sir, is that she needs medical help. She walks so slowly, and she needs to keep resting on a wall or a bench.
You have been watching her carefully. Do you have a letter? If so, you may give it to me and then be on your way.
Herr Brecht, Greta is very sick.
I will remind you to mind your own business.
But, sir...
You think I don't care for Miss Stefan's welfare? You think she pays for her own medical care? You have no right to meddle in my affairs any more than you have already.
You make her sick, Herr Brecht. Here, a letter from Berlin. A lady friend, no doubt. You arrange for that woman's treatment, yes?
Give me the letter and then leave my property. I will expect my post delivered by a new man tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think that will be possible.
Get out!
You will send Miss Stefan my regards. What it is you do in there with her all day long, I will never know.
No, and you never will, because your view is parochial, and I expect it always will be.
I know how to behave, Herr Brecht, and I have a proper job for a man. The last thing the world needs right now is another poem.
Yesterday, I wrote to the leader of Czechoslovakia to try and avert a war. You delivered the mail and trapped eels in the Sound.
Your letter, sir. Good day.
I hope to never see your face again, Mola.
I'm sure.
Brecht always has the last word, Mola. Always! Greta! Greta!
We're here. Wait a second, so...
Thank you. Are you all right? I bought you food. God, I can send the maid to help you clean around here, too.
Let me change, will you?
No, please, stay in bed if you need to. My God. You look dreadful, soldier.
It's a trauma still. Let me gather up my papers and we can work here, perhaps.
Put the papers down, Greta. There will be no work today.
No, we must write. I'll do it by hand and type it up later.
Greta, enough. You need care, and I can't care for you. You know that.
I will go in the spring.
No, my dear, you go next week.
What?
It is all arranged. A car will pick you up here, and I have a ticket here for your train journey.
This ticket is for Russia.
It is all paid for, and you will get the help you need.
Oh, it might as well be Siberia.
It is the safest place for you, comrade.
Seems I have no choice.
She looks at me. I stand in silence, and I hear her wheezing. The writer scuttles back under the shelter of the umbrella and considers the logic of his actions. To have refused an embrace from a tubercular patient was an act of self-preservation. To have disengaged from a discussion of love was prudent to precipitate a clean break. I take to my bed with a loud ringing in my ears and chest pain.
I may never see you again. Have you nothing else to say?
I should get up. I hear the children squabbling in the kitchen. Marie tells them off. I sleep and dream and wake in a sweat. I need to piss, but I can't get out of my bed. I piss anywhere. At some point, Stefan appears at my bedside. His mouth moves. I hear nothing.
Father, Marie says she can take us to her room to sleep. Should she call for the doctor?
Mouth moves. Face is a blur. I try to sleep more. I think of Weigel in Paris. Line her makeup in the dressing room. With great care and purpose. And I feel ashamed of my own weakness. For my children to see me like this. I sleep badly. Through an involving nightmare of grotesque faces. I picture a line of poetry, and I attempt to hold the pen. The words trip over themselves in my head. In the dark times, there will be... In the dark times, there will be singing! I understand that I am to thank you, Mola.
He lifted you, Father. Like, you were as light as feather. Marie and I couldn't move you. Not one injured.
Thank you, Mola. Stefan, would you leave us for a moment, please? Mola? What did my son see? Was I unconscious?
Oh, I really wouldn't know. He will be happy that his father is well again.
Someone bathed me and dressed me. Did you do that?
I did.
Can I ask you to keep it quiet? The whole episode.
Very well. Shall I open the windows?
Stefan is receiving treatment. What day is it, Mola?
Tuesday, Herr Brecht.
Back him in now.
I sit straighter and adopt a position in my work chair as I light my pipe. Hello, soldier. Like in the Hollywood movies, I ruffle the boy's hair.
He is a good boy.
He's had to grow up fast.
I should go. The whole town's talking about the news.
What news?
What news? You don't know. Here. Read it for yourself. It changes everything and it changes nothing. Farewell, Herr Brecht. Farewell, Stefan.
Let me read.
Be my guest, soldier.
Britain and France declare war on Germany.
I sit. I will my limbs into a stillness. My face affects a smile.
Breathe, organ, breathe.
Will we win this war, Father?
Yes, soldier. We will.